We're going to do an overview here of the different functions on the Asyst touch system. Currently we're using a single switch row column scan mode to do the selection. I'm going to be using this bracket switch here simply by clicking on it to select items. The first menu we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at the converse menu. Converse is the top left option up here. It says converse. So in order to get there, I'm going to select that row by clicking, and then I'm going to click again on the option there. So I've clicked on converse. Now it takes me to my converse menu. And we see here it has return. Return always takes you back a step to the previous menu you were on. Page forward always takes you forward a page. Page backward always takes you backward a page. And it shows here some of the things I can say. The converse menu is designed for quick speech items, for things I want to say in a hurry. Somebody asks me, am I having a good day? I can simply click on
yes.
Or if the answer is no,
No.
So that's how the converse menu works. We can page forward or page backward through that. If I page forward, we see that it has more converse items here. For example, if I wanted to say good to see you,
Good to see you.
and it'll speak that. So that's how the converse menu works. The converse menu is also where you can store previously recorded phrases. If a person has previously recorded phrases, the converse menu is where those go. So we're going to go back to the main menu by just simply hitting return. So when it gets to return, I hit my switch, and I'm back at my main menu. Okay. The next menu we're going to take a look at is medical. That's the second item there. So when it comes around again, I'm going to click once on that row, and then I'm going to click on medical to tell it I want to work with medical items. What this is designed to do is it's designed for somebody's top 10 list. It's set up so that the top 10 things the person needs help with most often are on here. Then if I feel cold, for example, I can simply click on I feel cold, bam, and it lights it up. And if I need to be turned,
Please turn me.
I can click on those things. So now it says I feel cold, please turn me. Let's say I made a mistake. I'm not cold, I'm hot. So I'm going to click on I feel cold again, and it simply turns it off. They're like little light switches. I'm going to click on I feel hot.
I feel hot.
So now, please turn me, I feel hot. I'm going to hit signal at the bottom to call for help.
I need help, please.
And it'll keep repeating that until I get help. When I'm done, I can simply click my switch
I need help, please.
to stop the signal. Then the person can see, oh, you're hot and you need to be turned. No problem, we can take care of that. So that's how the medical menu works. It's for instant visual communication with caregivers. So I want to talk for a second about the way we've been selecting things using row column scanning. This is using what we call basic row scanning, where the bouncing box pauses on a row, waits for you to select it, and moves down to the next one. If it gets all the way to the bottom and you haven't selected anything, it starts back at the top. Both the converse menu and the medical menu use both of those ways of selecting things. So I can simply click on the row of the item that I want. I'm going to hit return to go back to my main menu. So there, I hit return. That takes me back to my main menu. Now, on the main menu, you'll notice there's more than one item per row, right? So this uses what we call row column scanning. So for example, if I wanted the letter G over here, I would select that row, and then it would move column by column over to G, and then I would click on it again. I'll demonstrate that. If I click on that row there, now it moves column by column. When it gets to G, I'm going to click on it again. There, so now I'm into my G words. I'm going to go back to the main menu by clicking return at the top and return again. So now I'm back here. All right? So that's how row column scanning works with a single switch with the Asyst touch system. We'll take a look at some of the other menus. If I click on remote, that takes us to our remote control options. If you have the optional television controls or the environmental controls set up, you can control different devices there. So we're going to click on go to the remote menu. We can turn an alarm off and on with our environmental control remotes. You just simply click the item and click on or off depending on what you want to do. I'm just going to hit return to go back to my main menu. So I'm back here. So that's where you control remote control devices. Filer is your filing cabinet. That's where you can store documents. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. Signal is that call for help like we've seen before. Down here we see our current text area here. We have 4 blank lines at the bottom. So whenever I compose text, that's where we're composing, is at the bottom. Down here we have an edit mode. The system has a very powerful editor. That's an advanced feature. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. We can optionally capitalize words if we want. We can spell a word out if it's not in our dictionary. We can delete the last word if we want. We can jump down to a new line. That just takes us to a new line if we want to skip down a line or two. The next in yellow here, you see the alphabet, and that's arranged alphabetically. You have several different options for how those are arranged, but for now we're just going to stick with alphabetical. After the alphabet, you see we have the space, some common punctuation, that's a period, that's a comma, question mark, exclamation point. Numbers is your numbers menu. We'll take a look at that briefly. That shows us the other numbers we have access to. I click on that row, then when it gets over to numbers, simply going to click on that. So that takes me to my different numbers and different other typewriter symbols here. I can also grab the entire date or time if I want. I'm simply going to hit return to go back. So I'm back here. We also see down here, this is our word intuition area. The system learns as you work with it. It learns your speech patterns. So it's going to guess what you're going to say next, and it gets very accurate. So it's constantly guessing what you're going to say next down in this area here. Down here we also have suffixes. These are suffixes down here, common suffixes. If I wanted to use the word quickly, I could grab the word quick and then grab the ly suffix, and that would make the word quickly. On our second row here, clear wipes out our current text area here. That wipes that out. Speak and view will allow us to speak the current text down here, or view just shows it on the display. Phrases is where you keep your favorite phrases. If you maintain a good list of phrases, the speed with which you can communicate, with which you can write and chat and whatnot, is very, very fast. Now we're going to take a look at the options menu. Take a look at a few things over there. This is our options menu. We see here we have a volume control menu that controls the volume of the speaker. We have a print menu. The Asyst touch system can optionally be hooked up to a printer. You can print anything you want. The bouncing box speed, which we see here, is infinitely adjustable. We can slow it way down or we can speed it way up. It can go as fast or as slow as you want. Preferences and advanced features we're going to take a look at a little later. That's more advanced items. About gives you a little, talks about this, the Asyst touch system. Pause this software. If you want to take a nap, you can simply click on that. And you have a little bouncing logo that bounces around the screen. When I want to wake my system up, all I do is click it, and I'm back. So that's a screensaver there if you're not going to be using your Asyst touch for a while. So anyways, we're going to go back to the main menu by clicking return. So that's just an overview of the Asyst touch system.